Our lab used to study, we called them muscle-derived stem cells 20 years ago. Now they're called satellite cells. But when we harvested them and asked them to behave in different environments, satellite cells from XX people and XX animals, women, females, were better under the same circumstances experimentally at making cartilage and muscle. XY, male, were better under the same circumstances in making bone. So down to a cellular level, we express our genes differently. It should be no mystery to us or anybody else that there are differences, and yet there is the propensity just to lump us all in the same basket and almost say, I almost sometimes feel it's pejorative to say, oh, the women are different. Of course they're different.
Yeah.
We're genetically different.
Down to every cell in our body.
Every cell. So it should be no surprise to anybody, but it seems to be a surprise.
Seems to be a surprise all the time. Yeah. I get pushback all the time. There's no difference. Yes, there is. There is. And it's not just
and
me
it's not
saying
bad.
it.
It just is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, at one point that was quite a controversial thing to say, wasn't it? To point at the differences between men and women.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of, our different organs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because of this research gap and the bias in medicine, women have been misunderstood by their male counterparts in a number of ways. I remember, I think it was you, Mary, that was telling me about this whiny women thing that you were exposed to.
When I was in training, and you all may have similar stories, and I just heard a new one the other day. My first patient in gynecology clinic, I'm an intern, I'm very excited. We have our stacks of charts. That's how old I am. We had paper charts. I pick up the chart, open it up. It's a 40-year-old woman with multiple vague complaints. She's gained some weight. She's a little bit depressed. Her libido's off. Her blood pressure's a little bit up. Her cholesterol's starting to rise. And she's seen family medicine. Like, we're the third or fourth doctor at this point. And so my upper level, who happened to be male, it could have been anyone, walks down the hall in his cowboy boots, because Texas. And and he's like, what you got? And I said, well, I have Miss Smith, whomever. She's a 40-year-old woman and I list the complaints. And he goes, did you check her thyroid? Family medicine did. Did you check this? A few simple labs. And he goes, you got a WW. And I said, I don't know this, And he said, don't write this in the chart, but we call that a whiny woman around here.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, okay. He said, listen, women just tend to go through this at this age. And we're not really going to be able to help her. Pat her on the knee, tell her to have some wine, go on date night, she'll get better, but we're not going to be able to help her. And that stayed with me. Now, I was, a good girl. I did what I was told. It took me 20 years of internalization to realize this, I don't want to blame him.